We're now just 2 weeks away from Season 3 in MLB 24. Gonna be honest, Season 2 has felt like it's taken a while. They did really improve. It was off to a slow start, and they definitely ramped up content. It's in a much better place now. The problem is, we're losing all this stuff in 2 weeks. So today, I want to give my thoughts and impressions on some things that we know and presume about Season 3, and just have a discussion, once again, about sets and seasons. I'm sure that's a new concept, right? Leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments section once more. Again, are you guys excited for Season 3 of MLB 24, and what do you think they could do differently to make you more excited? As always, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. As I mentioned, the beginning of Season 2 was pretty slow. Couple that with the fact that season restrictions made most everybody's cards ineligible, the positivity around MLB The Show was almost at an all-time low. And they improved. With All-Star, it was a huge content drop. They put in multiple programs, so many free opportunities at these fun choice pack cards like 99 Juan Soto, Jarren Duran, Travis Bazzana. You know, the whole thing we've been asking for. Again, there will be packs in an Ultimate Team mode, but you've got to offer a way for people to get those without spending 40,000 stubs, the equivalent of $40 on one pack, one card that you get. So that was a massive improvement, and I'll be honest, this past month or so has been a ton of fun on Diamond Dynasty. I truly have enjoyed it. There's a lot of variety of cards that you can use. I mean, the Supercharges, which I've always been a fan of because it's great for people to catch up on. If they haven't done everything, well, if you have this Juan Soto, who is 11K, and a lot of people have probably had him by now, this is one of the best cards in the game that you have for a limited time, but he's an excellent choice. You have the XP reward path guys. They did a much better job at giving out double XP weekends. They had just a big bunch of XP gates for people to get, and then season collections for cards like Derek Jeter right here. Fantastic card. Or Frank Thomas. People are getting these quicker, which is much better. So I have noticed that's been improved, and again, you just look down the line. I have so many different options of different cards to use, and that's not even talking about the wild card. So I think they truly have done so much better with Season 2 than they did on Season 1, but now they have to do it over again. And this is an interesting point to be at because we're starting Season 3 basically the beginning of September, right? The last month of the MLB season, and then we're on the highway to the postseason. And this is not a time where people want to restart with 89 overalls. At least, I don't think so. I don't want to go into postseason content. You see a walk-off home run in the wild card game. 92 overall card to celebrate. We want cards up to the status that we're used to at this time of year. So I think it's pretty clear they need to ramp up the overalls and make that... you can still have a power creep. We can go somewhere, not just 99s flatline the entirety of the rest of the game, but maybe starting 95s or something. Room to grow, room to separate the 99s like the core Ernie Banks that came out. I think that was a great decision to come out with the core card that, by the way, is pretty accessible. If you get Team Affinity done and you complete the other programs, you're going to get Ernie for free. And wild cards, of course, people wanting to bring back some of those guys that they've used in the past. Now, I should note that in talks with SDS before MLB The Show 24 released, they did say that there might be more slots than 4. 4 was the number that they were going to begin Season 2, the first season that includes season restrictions. There's 4, but that could change going forward. So Season 3, being that's the only other season that's going to have restrictions, Season 4 is a free-for-all. Every card is essentially core. There's no season restrictions. I wouldn't be surprised if they ramp up wildcard slots as well. give out more to begin the season and have just generally more than 4 in total. Maybe you can unlock up to 8 or something, because now you have 5 months or so of cards that you've been working towards. You don't want those to be for nothing. I gotta say, the programs have gotten much better. Let's take a look at the season awards. Cards like this, Francisco Lindor, I know Blake Snell is not fantastic within the game. If you think of his pitch mix, it doesn't normally work too well, but people are using him. People seem pretty excited already. 25,000 parallels on this card right here, and I believe the Dylan Cease has about 50,000, so these cards are exciting. People want them. That's great. That's what we did not see in Season 1. They're making these programs better, whether it be season awards, giving out a ton of XP, these free packs for a chance to earn some of the guys in the shop, but generally speaking, they're putting out stuff on par, if not better, in the programs opposed to the packs. Maybe you want Vlad in specific, but you're still getting great cards just in the program. So that's been a very good change. Them putting out these Hall of Fame programs has been awesome. Getting a free top-of-the-line 99 overall card, and especially in a fun way. You go throughout different moments. I'll be honest, I'd like to see more of these moments. I did like that about the Yordan Alvarez program that just came out. I think moments are fun. To me, it's more enjoyable in Conquest because you're reliving something that actually happened, opposed to dicking around the CPU for 15 minutes and kicking the crap out of them. So I like moments. I do think that you should have options. I always like options here. Give people a chance. If there's a moment they struggle on, well, maybe there's an exchange or there's a PXP mission that they can do to finish it up. Because that's definitely frustrating. I know the Willie McCovey, this one right here. Fucking hate this moment. So they're improving, they're learning, which is great. But that's also what happened last year. Let's ramble for a bit. I don't understand how MLB 23's launch was flawed and people pointed it out. And then they started to fix things mid-year. It got a lot better as we got onto the waning months, September, October. The postseason programs they put out, ton of fun. You got cool stuff just by playing. And then we reverted back from MLB 24. So it's weird that they tried to make the game more pleasurable towards the end when it's not receiving as much coverage, not having as many players on the player base. It's at launch that they make it insufferable. I don't understand that. But let's talk looking forward for Season 3 and just in the totality of what sets and seasons are and if they can ever work. I don't think so. And I'll simply lead with the most common player for MLB The Show or NCAA or Madden or Call of Duty is a casual player. It's someone that's going to play the game sporadically. They might play other games. They might just be a huge baseball fan that wants to hop on and see, oh, wow, look at that 99 Chipper Jones. I'm a big Brave fan. I'd love to have him on my Diamond Dynasty team alongside some of the other best Braves in history. I would say we could use more legends, maybe Andrew Jones or somebody. So many great Braves that they could put, so many great every team players that they could put in. I want to see them just say, oh, fuck it, 100 new legends in MLB 25. That would be fantastic. But when it comes down to it, I hear this so often, and I feel it myself as someone who should not be falling behind. It's like a new team affinity comes out. It takes you a while to get through it. They've been better at making it quicker progress to complete team affinity. But even still, the point stands. You play throughout this. 1 month later, you're just getting done, and then they bring out a new TA program. So you don't really have a chance to use those cards outside of maybe a little grinding offline, but you don't have a big chance to fully experience the content that you're playing for, because then, well, something new has already come out with the expedited power creep, which hasn't completely worked as they wanted to. I think they would agree as well. and you're just left with a bunch of cards that you used for a little bit, you don't see any big parallels. How often do you see parallel 5s within your lineup? Not very often for me, at least. And another season comes and boom. For pretty much every place in the game, there's no longer a purpose for those cards because the new Conquest maps, for the most part, requires you to use in-season cards or core cards, so live series. I do like that live series matters again. You look at ranked seasons, obviously, unless you wildcard them, they serve no purpose. So you're just left with a bunch of stuff that you can't really use, and then they'll put out another 99 overall of that same guy, like Paul Skeens. We already got a 99 Paul Skeens. He's an exciting player. People want to use him, but you already have him. So now you have to get 99 Paul Skeens again? That is where the disconnect hits. And I just think reasons like that, sets and seasons can't fully work. It's a never-ending grind to get somewhere, have to go for new stuff, and it's all wiped away because you can't really use it anymore. If they had to go sets and seasons again, you need more places for people to use these cards. I get the wild cards. They let you have 4 this time around. We talked about maybe more for Season 3, but there's still got to be more opportunities. Events should never have set restrictions. That should be a complete playground. The whole game mode is based on the principle of you team building. How the fuck are you going to tell me to team build when I can't use half the team that I grinded for in the first 2-3 months? That's a big slap in the face. And just in general, there needs to be more excitement. If you look down Diamond Dynasty, not much has changed in terms of game modes the past couple of years. In MLB 22, we got co-op, which needs to be better. You can't have disconnects constantly. But past that, what do we have? Ranked Seasons is operated the same fashion for 7 years, 8 years, Battle Royale, events. It's stale, and there needs to be innovation. I'm going to talk about at a later date what I think they could do. But for now, that's kind of where I'm at. If they want to make MLB The Show Season 3 something that people are going to be excited about, you have to start up with higher overalls. But long term, I think that this is kind of a dying breed of an idea. And I hope it doesn't take 3 years for them to realize that. Hopefully 2 should be sufficient. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Season 3? And yeah, what do you think about the future of MLB The Show 24? Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching.